does it matter for your sleep and your spinal health? Now, for those of you who are following my videos on a regular basis, I was not able to do mine yesterday because of some technical issues. So here I am with you um, on a Friday morning, so or whatever it is in your part of the world. So, as an executive mom, you are juggling a high stress job and you have your demands of home and family life of your young children as well, and the tension inevitably builds up in your neck and your shoulders and even down your spine. Now, this stress not only impacts your daytime function, but it can also compromise your ability to wind down in the night during your sleep time. And as we all know, sleep is an important part of our everyday routine where the body can unwind and relax. And there's a lot of processes going on in the body in the background so that you wake up refreshed and ready for the next day. But if you have all those stresses, you're not able to go to bed and have a good night's sleep. It is possible that the stresses of the next day will build up for you. So it is very important to get the good night's sleep. However, most of us will focus on the time leading up to bedtime or when you wake up. But during your sleep, if you're not using the right kind of pillow and you're not positioning your spine and especially your neck and shoulders in a correct position or posture, it is possible that those stresses that have built up through the day in the neck and shoulder area are not able to they're not able to reduce or completely eliminate themselves. So let's talk in this video. Let's talk about how do you choose the right pillow, and really how does this connect to what I was just saying about your sleep and your spinal health. So, before we get into the topic for today, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Swati. I'm an executive mom power coach. I help moms of younger kids who work in high stress executive jobs to manage their spinal, that is back and neck, and nerve pain. And I do this by giving you simple exercises, some lifestyle modifications, some tips and tricks that have helped me in my own pain journey. And I do all of this without taking away a big chunk of your time because, hey, we're moms, we're busy people, right? Okay, so without taking more of your time, let's get back into choosing the right pillow, why it matters for your sleep and spinal health. Now, as I was saying, during sleep, you this is the time where your body undergoes recovery from the daily stresses. Now, for this process to be effective, it is essential that your joints and your spine, basically your body, is in a neutral posture or a happy position where it can prevent that further buildup of tension. Because if you're not sleeping in a proper posture, there is a buildup of tension there, plus the daytime stresses have also built up. So obviously this can manifest as neck pain, shoulder pain, tingling, numbness, or other kinds of nerve pains. Now, if you are looking for more details on nerve pains and the symptoms of nerve pain, as I just mentioned, tingling, numbness, but there are many others, you can have a look at my YouTube channel. I have done a couple of videos on nerve pain and how and why they manifest in the body, especially coming from your back and your neck. So you can have a look at my YouTube channel and the videos on there. Otherwise, you can just go to YouTube, type my name, Swati Prakash Nerve Pain, and those videos will pop up for you. All right. So what happens if you don't use a proper pillow? Now, let's look at somebody who's sleeping on their back. So if you are one of those who is a back sleeper, now, if my pillow is not of a proper height, if it's very thin, or I'm not using a pillow for that matter, because some people don't use pillows. This used to be very old advice. Back in the days, probably when I was growing up, where doctors would say, do not use a pillow. But unless you have a medical reason and the doctor has told you specifically not to use a pillow, I think you should. Because what happens when you're sleeping on your back and you don't have a pillow? The upper back here and the head, back of the head here, between these two, they are not at the same level. So there is a gap between these two. If you don't bridge that gap with a pillow, or you're using a thin pillow, your head tends to roll back in the night. When you do that, you see the stretch that is in the front of my neck, and there's a compression on the structures of the cervical spine here. And of course, this is not a comfortable position to be in for that 6, 8, 10, whatever number of hours you're sleeping at night. And also, this can lead to irritation of the nerves that are exiting the cervical spine. These nerves go and supply into your forearm, hands, and of course the arms in the shoulder area as well. So it can cause nerve pain in those areas. Now, what happens if you are a side sleeper? Now, if you, oh, sorry, let's go back to the back sleeper. So, if you have a pillow that is too high for you, so instead of your neck being in a neutral position, it's going to push your head forwards. Now, what happens is there's a lot of compression in the front of your neck, and there's a lot of stretching in the back of your neck. Again, not a comfortable position to be in for that long hours of sleeping. All right. So now what happens when you don't have the correct pillow height when you're a side sleeper? Ideally, when you sleep on your side, the height of your pillow should be from the tip of your shoulder here to your earlobe. For me, my pillow has to be this wide. For you, if depending on your body structure, it might be different. So the pillow has to be according to your body shape, according to your body type. So what suits me may not necessarily suit you. Okay, so if you are using a pillow that's a very thin one, so what will happen is my shoulder tip is on the bed. However, my head is going to tilt because the pillow is not enough to keep it in this neutral position. Neutral position is when your chin is in line with your chest bone here. So my head is going to tilt. Now, do you see the stretch on one side of the neck and the compression on the other side? Again, the same problems of neck pain, shoulder pain, stiffness, and nerve pain can manifest. Or another thing that can happen is you can put your arm under your head in order to keep that neck in a neutral position. So if your pillow fills up this much gap, you might bridge that rest of the gap with putting your arm under your head. And this is a very common problem with most people that I have met. However, it can be rectified with the proper pillow. If the pillow is of proper height, you don't need to put your hand under your head. And then it's just a matter of breaking that habit. There's no need for that hand under the head. Now, if your pillow is too high, of course, if you put your hand under your head, of course, you will have a lot of twisting around this area as well, and those muscles are not relaxed. You can have pain in your shoulder or your shoulder blade area as well, apart from the other neck pain and stiffness and nerve pain we spoke about. Now, what happens if your pillow is too high? Your head will get pushed away. So again, the same thing. The one side is compressed, one side is stretched. Again, you will have the same kind of issues that we just spoke about. Now, this is the reason why you should have a pillow, as in a pillow with a proper height that can support your neck in neutral posture or in a neutral position, so that your neck is not tilted to one side or the other or pushed forwards or rolling back when you're sleeping. Now, just another point here very quickly. If you are one of those who are sleeping on their tummy, please don't do that, because now what happens is when you're sleeping on your bed, of course, you're sleeping on your tummy, you need to turn your head to one side or the other. When you do that, your neck is again in that twisted position. You see the compression on one side and the stretch on the other side. You will again be putting your neck in that stressful position throughout the night. So try not to sleep on your stomach. I know it's easier said than done. I have been there. It has been a difficult transition for me, but it's not impossible. You can do it. If I can do it, you can, right? Okay. So now I have a couple of other points that I want to cover in the video and talk more about the pillow height, etc. However, I have written a blog on this topic, and I will leave that blog link in the description of this video. You can have a look at that. That has a video on which sleeping position should you avoid. One of them was the stomach sleeping that I spoke about, but otherwise, which sleeping posture should you avoid when you have neck pain or shoulders pain and stiffness. And that also has a guide, a free guide in there. It has a link to free guide, which is how to maintain a good posture while sleeping. So it gives you details of your sleeping posture, whether you're in side lying, back sleeping, and then how can you change your sleeping posture if you are one of those who sleep on the stomach, to side lying or to back sleeping. So it is quite a useful guide. It has been helpful to quite a few people. So have a look at that. And of course, if you have any questions, any comments for me, do drop them below this video and I will be happy to address them for you. Alrighty, I'll see you guys next time. And I hope you found it useful. And yeah, bye for now. I'll see you later.